And welcome back to What If Naruto had stole the Scroll of Sealing after the Mizuki incident. I think we're on what is it now? Hold on. Part 6? 7? I just checked this earlier because I needed to just recap where I was starting off with this. Yeah, where are we? Hold on. And 3, 2, 1. I think we're on part 7, if I'm not mistaken. If not, it's 8. Or it could be 11 or 65 knowing, or, words. So I'm really just dilly-dallying at this point. Okay, here we go. We're on part 8. Wow. That's the thing with the Naruto ones, is that they go on for a while, and wouldn't you know, I have 2 Naruto ones ongoing at the moment. Yeah, the Naruto ones take a while, because compared to Dragon Ball, which is very simplistic, and I mean, there's little complicated facets here and there, but they're very simplistic, and it's just a pretty linear story. Naruto ones can easily just branch out like a spider's web. So, last time on the Naruto What If, we just had the Sound 4 try to take Sasuke away from the Hidden Leaf Village. How Sasuke, not persuaded by the curse mark, was able to formulate a plan with the help of Hokage and his friends, his teammates. And ultimately, they were able to overwhelm the Sound 4. A couple of Anbu died. They were able to kill all of them and Kimimaro. And then the Saiyan siblings came in and helped. So we basically now catch up with the aftermath. A couple of them are injured. Hinata and Neji are relatively fine, all things considered. I think also they would probably keep that. Naruto might keep that arrow from Kimimaro. Because he maybe was like, they maybe picked it up. It's like, here, this was next to you. It's like, oh, thanks. It's not mine, but, I kind of like it. It's pretty durable. Wink, wink. I think Kiba got a little effed up. Choji definitely got a little effed up. But overall, and Sasuke's generally fine. So you would cut to everyone more or less recovering. I think Naruto's really the only one who's got the biggest amount of recovering, and he's pretty much just exhausted with some scratches on there. He's pretty just sitting in his hospital bed, just like, oh, I'm so bored. And all of a sudden, Hinata comes in. She's like, she's running in words, and then she realizes, like, calm down. It's like, Naruto, you're okay. It's like, oh yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, I think you were worried. Come on, you were there. You saw. Come on, no one can stop me. Come on. It's like, and then Hinata actually kind of gives him a look, like, he's like, I was worried. It's like, and then Naruto kind of gets a little. Boop, 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 boop. It's like, oh, well, I'm fine, thank you. He gives just a genocide, and he actually like reassures, like, I'm fine, don't worry, thank you though. And it's a nice tender moment. And you see Kakashi and Jiraiya's probably sitting at the window, just like, aww. And you might even see Tsunade like sitting at or like staying outside, coming in to check on Shizune, and they're like, aww. It's like then you hear maybe Kakashi and Jiraiya just go, ask her out. It's like, maybe you see Jiraiya just give him a little nudge with a little jutsu or something like that, and just ask her out. It's like, so Naruto's maybe was like, I want to ask her out, but I want to ask her out. He realizes, like, oh man, I want to ask her out, but he's still, well, I mean, you want to stay in a little while and chat? So, or obviously you wouldn't say that. It's like, you want to stay and talk and, what's been going on? Because I haven't been able to get out of this hospital bed for a little while. And she is like, yeah, gives him an update. She also brings out little scrolls, was able to stop and get some ramen for him. He's like, yes, ramen, I'm in love with this woman now. So, and like, Akashi's like, oh, she's going to be a keeper. He's found the love of his life now. Meanwhile, she catches him up. Everyone's generally fine. Sakura, has been visiting Sasuke. It's like whether he wants her to or not. He's generally fine with her at this point because she actually did start taking her training a little bit more seriously at this point in the series. From what we get, we gave her like the mud wall jutsu, the cherry blossom genjutsu. Who else did I have her training with Anko? I think I might have had her training with Anko. Oh yeah, the Sembones. I remember that. So yeah, she's not terrible. But she's still very much fawning over him. He's like, just doesn't understand it at the moment. But at the same time, it's like, and then she apologizes. She was worried, but she also apologizes. Like, I didn't know. It's like, how could you have known? It's fine, whatever. So, eventually Tsunade comes in. Everyone's kind of like scatters who wasn't who's not supposed to be in there, comes in. Sasuke and Sakura also come in. And Sasuke actually, looks at Naruto for a little bit and actually kind of does that. He kind of has to force out the thanks, but he does manage to actually give him a legitimate thanks, which literally shocks the hell out of Naruto. Like, and then Naruto finally can say, "Yeah, no problem." But don't think out of the woods yet, okay? I'll always be there if you need a little bailout. And he kind of gets a cheeky smile with Sasuke's like, you, nah. Then they kind of give a little fist bump. It's like they acknowledge each other at this point. And Sasuke's looking and it's like, yeah, but don't think you and I'll admit it. And Sasuke even goes one step further. It's like, yeah, and I'll admit it. You're stronger than me right now. But don't think that's gonna end because now I've got 2 missions in life. I'm gonna take out my brother, and I'm surpassing you. It's like, well, good luck on it. And then the actual rivalry starts to really be kind of bloom there a little bit. And even Sakura's a little happy. He's like, yeah, it's good to see them actually getting along. Yeah. But then Sasuke actually has to stop and talk. He's like, now what do they mean? What do they mean by or I can't remember? Did I say Kimimaro called him the fox brat? Who called him the fox brat? Someone's like, what do they mean when they said you were the Jinchuriki of the cube? Like, and everyone just kind of like, Tsunade just looks over and is like, Sasuke, what ninja said that, and how many people heard that? And he listens off like, could you get? And then it brings over to Anam, but was like, could you get everyone who was on that mission in here right now, please? It's like, yeah, like, look, what you just, and then everyone gets in there. Like, Choji maybe has a bit of a cast on, or like a sling. Shikamaru, I think he saw that broken finger. Maybe something happened. It's like, what you heard there is a S-rank secret, okay? And you are not to tell anyone, or that's grounds for punishment. Got it? Basically, she just lays down the line. They explain the whole scenario. I think overly, they would all generally be like, oh, dude, that's what happened. And Naruto kind of like, yeah, it's happened. Hinata gives him like the little, comforting hand, shoulder hold, or hand on the shoulder, and he gives her a nice smile, to which does not go unnoticed by everyone. And Sakura, he was like, oh, it's like, oh, I'm gonna have some fun with this. So, yeah. Then basically at that point when they're all like settled in and most of them leave, so I think Hinata and Sasuke and Sakura would chill out in there, and Tsunade's just like, all right, Jiraiya, you done hiding in there? It's like, you too, Kakashi's like, what, us? I mean, well, we were just, how long have you been there? Us? I do not know what you're talking about, Lady Okai. We were just sitting here minding our own business, and you just, oh, okay, point made. So, and then Jiraiya basically says that, don't worry, we're going to get you ready for the Akatsuki. He explains the whole Akatsuki situation. It's like, Naruto, we're going to be taking a little trip, you and me. 3 years. It's like, 3 years away from the village? And then he's like, oh, 3 years of trade. Wow. And then quickly realizes something, like, in his head anyway, I'm going to be away from Hinata for a long time. It's like, no. And, she realizes that too, but, don't worry. And then Jiraiya's like, don't worry, we're not going to leave right away. You still need to recover for a while, and I need to make a couple preparations. Let's say in about a week's time. You'll be good by then. You'll probably be good. And they not even said you're probably good to leave tomorrow. So in about a week's time. It's like, a week's time. Got it. And then, Jiraiya, Naruto, for the first time ever, it's kind of like, could you give us a moment here, please? I was like, oh, yeah, of course, kid. Sure. Of course, they're not giving you a moment. They quickly disappear, go to Tsunade's office, get the crystal ball, get that thing working. But, so, and then Naruto's like, Hinata, I mean, I'm going to be gone for a while, and I was just wondering, I'd like to spend a lot of the remaining time I have, getting to know you and with you, and Naruto's for the first time says it's kind of really at loss. He's like, would you like to go on a date with me? I mean, and he's like just starting, but Hinata, being that, is like, date him? For the first time for a long time, she's go cherry red, but she's like, don't faint. Answer yes before you pass out. It's like, yes! And then she just clomps him. Yes. It's like, okay. It's like, wow, this went better than I thought. So Naruto's like, yeah, I got a date. It's like, and then they talk about it and plan the date out. And, Naruto is not 100% an idiot. He realizes that he wants his first date to be nice. He's not going to go to Ichiraku. So they plan a nice date. He plans a nice date for a place where he's because the village probably is because Naruto was always like disliked and hated and disliked for a long time. But at this point in the series, I get the impression that he wasn't overly hated at this point. Like people cheered for him at the Chunin exams. He helped save the village from Gaara. He helped bring Tsunade back. So because we never actually see the villagers reacting to him past that point, past the whole cheering for him in the stands during the Chunin exam. So at least as far as I remember, no, we don't actually get that how the villagers react to him after that. Now I think about it, so it's entirely possible. Not everyone, obviously. I wouldn't go that far by any stretch of the means, but it's entirely possible that a certain percentage, at least a good chunk of them, warmed up to Naruto enough that hey, all right, and Naruto maybe tries to go to a few places to get a reservation. He's able to get one at a nice little combination, like a cafe kind of night scene area. Nothing serious, but they're ninjas. They're kids ninjas also, so they both are allowed to do some adult things, like maybe drink if they really want to. They wouldn't want to, obviously, or but they also don't want to stay out too late because they're still kids. They're still grown. But he'd plan that out. Maybe a nice walk. Or maybe, a picnic. You could do that too. I mean, there you go. So I've already figured this out now. So Naruto and her, it'd take a couple days. Like they say they would save their date maybe for like the third to last day, so they have a couple days to kind of, spend together. So they get ready, maybe do some light changes to keep up their skills. Now, Naruto let's move ahead now. Naruto goes to pick up Hinata. Now, obviously, he would not dress in like a standard. This is a nice day. He wants to look nice, so he'd probably have. I'm guessing right now. I'm throwing this out there. Maybe like blue jeans. He'd probably tell us like, you don't have to dress super fancy for me, Hinata, but you might want to get a little dressed up. It's like I got plans. It's like so maybe like blue jeans or whatever their equivalent of that would be. A nice dark shirt, a nice dark dress shirt. Maybe I'll see. There's really not much you really need there. Like a dark red with maybe some orange accents because he likes orange. And he goes to the guy's like, and he's a little nervous because this is the Hyuga clan. I mean, yeah, they're more or less the remaining royalty of the Hidden Leaf. And he goes in and he asks, and it's like, I'm expected, I think. And it's like, yep, go on in. And, he goes in. He sees Neji there. It's like, hi, Neji. And it's like, Neji. It's like, Naruto, I hear you and Hinata are finally going on your first date. Like, yeah, wait, finally? Oh, yeah, it's kind of obvious you two have had a thing for each other for a little while. And I was like, oh, really? Was it that obvious? It's like, and he realizes that Naruto was kind of dense on the whole thing. It's like, to me anyway, but I'm a Hyuga. I can see things. Not everyone else. Not like everyone else could just already pick up on it. You're not completely idiots. It's fine. Anyway, she comes out and she's dressed. She'd have a nice dress on. Nothing serious, but it'd be a nice kind of a nice solid like dress for going out, and maybe a nice light sweater. And I'd say lavender's accented with blues. I'm just guessing. Those seem like nice colors to go with each other. And she's got a little makeup on. Naruto wouldn't even bother trying. He tried to comb his hair. Maybe not like the wild spiky, just a controlled spiky. And Naruto would be like, hada. It's like, pretty. Yeah. And it's like, you died. He would have trouble speaking. Naruto get a blush on her. And then her father steps out, to which Naruto immediately goes, the Lord Hiyashi. And then Hiyashi's like, Naruto? So what do you have planned for? So, may I ask as her father, seeing as, she's old enough to date, and I can't stop her. what do you have planned for my daughter this evening? We're going to have a nice dinner. I was thinking of walking the park and a picnic. Which is all technically true. He's not spoiling the actual specifics, but it's like, in a brief little, we're going to, or a nice dinner, a nice walk through the park, and, in my child's, want to go to the local, there's probably like a festival or something going on, like something, or, trying to some local games down in the festival or something like that, and, have a nice night. Nothing extreme. It's like, oh, good. That sounds like a nice evening. So I just want you to just have her home I know she's a ninja now, but she's still my daughter, so just have her home by midnight. It's like, or have her home by 11, probably. It's like, yes, sir. It's like, good. And by the way, you're ninjas, so you're technically adults, so I can't legally stop you from doing anything. They just has a nice. And this is she's smiling, which would scare the piss out of probably anyone. It's like, you do anything inappropriate with my daughter, and we're going to be having a conversation that you're not going to like. He's like, nope, nope. It's like, and then it's just like, Dad. It's like, oh, sorry. It's like just me being a dad, honey. And then Hinabi's probably there. It's like, have fun. It's like, is Hinata and Naruto sitting a tree? K-I-S-S-I. And she gets a little, ow, Dad. It's like, training room. Now it's like, oh no. It's like, yep. So, and then Neji's like, Naruto passed Neji's like, you gonna threaten me too? It's like, nope. He seemed to do a good job of it. So they would go on their date, and they would have a nice day. Naruto probably pick like a nice little cafe area for some light eating, not drinks, but like trying out some stuff along those lines. I'm trying to think of like a kind of like a blended cafe, a cafe dinner kind of place. Maybe something that serves like dango or sushi or something like that. So they try it out. Naruto's friends like, oh, sushi's not bad. And then they go and they play some of the games in the local town festival. And she actually sees, of all things, Sasuke out. Just trying to hide from the fangirls. Like, what are you doing? It's like, the fangirls. It's like, oh, well, hold on. It just makes it close. Like, and then, hey, look, it's Sasuke. And then it's like, yeah, Sasuke. And then, he runs. And, no, Sasuke's like, shit, what? I owe you twice now. Thank you. And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, it's like, oh, he bumps into Tenten of all these. It wasn't, sorry about that. Fangirls. Like, oh, God. I used to think you were stuck up, but now I realize you were kind of just overwhelmed. You have no idea. So him and Tenten start actually having a conversation because she's a ninja who takes her responsibilities seriously, but she's still a woman. She's still a chick, and it's like, or a lady, and it's like, and Sasuke just suddenly realizes, like, oh yeah, it's like, there is, and it's like, yeah, you doing anything right now? And it's like, no, not really. I mean, Lee's on the, at the combat, and Lee's recovering nicely, but he can't do any training, so I'm not busy. He's like, want to walk around the festival, get a bite to eat or something? And, and then he says, oh, want to see who's better? I hear you go with those Shuriken and Kunai. It's like, yeah. It's like, want to see who's better at the toss? It's like, oh, you are dead. And then they go. So you can see where I'm kind of going with that, because frankly, when you really think from a character perspective, even though we hardly ever got any character with Tenten, it wouldn't have been a bad match. It really wouldn't. She definitely took herself seriously as a kunoichi, so really would not have been a bad idea. And then Sakura, Sakura was kind of there, and so I was like, no, my son. It's like, it's like, oh, it's like, and then Lee shows up, like, oh, what's wrong? Like, come, like, oh, I am sorry for your pain, Sakura. Sakura, my dear flower. But don't worry. It's like, we can still have fun together. And Sakura's just like, fine. And then, she goes off with Lee. And maybe you can cheer up. And Naruto and are just kind of like laughing. It's like, what just happened? I don't know. And like, oh, but wait, we got to go up here. And then, right, basically it's getting near dark at the point where they're having their, the festivities. So Naruto says, I told you we're going to have a picnic, but we just did. It's like, oh, don't worry, this is dessert. It's like, I ordered something special for that, but we're going to have it at this very special place. So they go up near sunset to the top of the Hokage Mountain, on top of, ironically, the fourth head, and he lays the picnic down. And there's a couple things like some like some cupcakes and some dango. But one thing important is like, yep, no, oh, these are mine. No, I made sure to get you something special. And then she gets her the cinnamon buns, which I believe it's been pretty much said that's her favorite food. And she's like, how did you? It's just like I remember watching you, and then all of a sudden as he's talking all, he's like, there was 6 in there. There's 3 left. How in 3 minutes? It's like, okay, and then they're just enjoying each other's company, and they're seeing the sunset and everything like that, and maybe a firework or 2 pops up from the festival. I implied there was a festival going on. It made sense. The fan fictions I've actually read with Naruto implied there would have been a festival going on at this point. Kind of makes some sense that would be going on. So, they're enjoying each other. They hold each other's hand, and they kind of snuggle close to each other, enjoy each other's company, and then they lean in, and they have that nice first kiss, and, it's like, ooh, makes you feel all fuzzy, and they're a couple now. It's really nice. And then Tsunade and Jiraiya are probably just watching this, and they're like, aw, and even Kakashi's like, nah, good for him. Tsunade just kind of like got a nice warm motherly smile, and even Jiraiya's taking a break from being perverted for a little bit. It's like, it's like you would have been proud of your kid, Minato. So yeah, cut to a couple days. They're still spending some time together. He's sure nothing went wrong, and I was like, oh yeah, no, Tsunade, I have my ways of finding out, Naruto. I know you were a respectable gentleman, so I will allow you to continue seeing my daughter. It's like, oh, thank God. So it's like, you're welcome. And then, through the last couple days, they're spending time. Basically, we're getting down to the point of how are these individuals going to be paired off at this point? Well, not paired off like in a couple, but training and everything like that. Well, Naruto and Hinata are kind of like basically now a couple and seeing each other. Ino's probably going to like ooh and all that. Sakura's also a little ooh like that as well. Sakura has been enjoying spending time with Lee. She's obviously still got a thing for Sasuke, but it's now kind of becoming clear to her that Sasuke just doesn't feel that way about her. This Sakura I'm allowing to be a bit more realistic. You just tried to kill her. You just tried to kill me. I still love you, and guess what? You still got to. I still got to have your baby. That worst romance ever in Naruto, anyway. Can you imagine if Naruto last was about their relationship and how they ultimately became a couple? Like, so. Naruto and surprisingly, now obviously they're not a couple right now, but Sasuke and Tenten are actually spending a bit more time together now. They actually enjoyed each other's company. They didn't like hook up or anything or kiss or anything at the end of it, but he walked her back to her place like a gentleman theoretically should, and she was actually very impressed and actually gave him props like, oh, that was very nice. He's like, yeah. It's like, this was nice. And she actually goes, yeah, it was. I'll admit. I always thought you were a bit stuck up, but, you're not a bad guy. It's like, yeah. And Sasuke even actually has to give a laugh about that. It's like, yeah, well, I can't deny I can't deny I'm not stuck up sometimes. And, they kind of actually linger for a little bit, and they're a little awkward about it. And he's like, would you want to do this again? Train together. Train together? It's like, yeah, all right. I'll take you on a day. I'm not going to reveal who. I'm going to do the whole Rocky 3. Never going to tell you who won those kunai shuriken tossing matches. But yeah, so they're spending more time together, training together, and actually enjoying each other's company. Obviously, it's kind of clear where I'm leading that too. But ultimately, where are things pairing up? Well, no, it's the day Naruto would be leaving, and Naruto meets up with Jiraiya at the front gate. Hinata's there to meet him off, send him off. A couple of his friends are there as well. Even Sakura and Sasuke are there, and they are wishing him good luck on that. Good luck, Naruto. And it's like, yeah, well, we'll be here when you get back, and you're not the only one's going to be stronger. We're going to be so much stronger, you're not going to be able to comprehend. He's like, yeah, you keep saying that. And then Sasuke's like, yeah. Don't stop improving, dweeb, because when you get back, I'm going to show you just how much strong, just how small. I'm going to show you how big the difference between our powers is going to be. And then he's like looking forward to it, and they do a fist pound. Sakura just gives him a goodbye. Even Tenten's there. It's like, bye, Naruto. Like, oh, Tenten. And then he realizes, oh yeah, nice to see you too. And he actually gives them a look, and they kind of go, oop. Now, Naruto goes off with Jiraiya. What about everyone else? Kakashi would most likely be doing a lot of training with Sasuke, help him perfect his Sharingan. Sakura would eventually probably train with Tsunade. Hinata, I think, would be kind of would be training obviously on her own or however she trained, but also would be probably branching out, maybe going to Anko for basically Kurenai, who would lead her to Anko, who, if I understand correctly, even in the canon, they are friends. And around about training all around. So she'd be getting a lot of training in. But we're going to be talking about the time skip and how that happened later, or what happens in there later on. Till then, that's where we're going to leave this Naruto What If at. This is part 8, and we'll move on to part 9, pretty much going into the Shippuden era after this. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. As always, if you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point. I just would win, Star Wars, Superhero Magic, What If, anything I do on the channel. Put that in the comments below. Let me know. I'll get to that at some point. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time, folks.